Think the circuit in the last video is too easy? Then let's up the ante a little. HIIT stands for High Intensity Interval Training and is a very popular form of training right now for people looking to lose weight. The basic idea of this kind of training is that you're alternating between periods of extreme exertion and gentle recovery. So, for example, you might sprint for 30 seconds and then jog for 2 minutes and then repeat. This works because it allows you to switch between aerobic and anaerobic training. Aerobic training means that you are running at a speed that allows you to burn fat stores by breathing in more oxygen and circulating it. This occurs when you exert yourself at 70% of your maximum heart rate. Conversely, anaerobic training occurs when you train at 90% of your maximum heart rate. At this point, you are exercising far too quickly in order to burn fat, so you burn sugar in the blood instead. When you do this, it means that you use up all that available sugar, and from that point onwards, your body can only use fat stores. It also means that you carry on burning fat throughout the rest of the day as you have lower blood sugar. There's more to this as well. HIIT allows you to exert yourself more in a shorter time frame, thereby making the form of exercise much more practical and meaning that you're more likely to squeeze it into a busy schedule and to get more benefit from it. Of course, this can be applied to bodyweight training, which is already more effective than just cardio, it's resistance cardio, and which also triggers an anabolic response. This is the perfect storm for weight loss, and it need only take you 4 minutes a day. The Tabata protocol is one of the best techniques available for utilizing HIIT, and it takes just 4 minutes. The idea is simple: 30 seconds of exercise, 30 seconds of rest, and you repeat this 8 times. Sounds easy, but it's absolutely brutal by the end as long as you're training with full intensity. Good examples of things you can do include tuck jumps, press-ups, pull-ups. This is not easy at all though, or clapping push-ups. As you progress, you can also use the Tabata protocol in conjunction with active recovery. Now that means instead of resting for 30 seconds, you're now going to hold plank or do sit-ups or some form of light bodyweight training. Now don't try this until you've been doing SSE for a while or regular circuits. When you first try it, only do it for 2 minutes. This is hard as nails, but it really does get results. If all you're really interested in is improving your strength, then you don't need to do Tabata, and you might not want to do intense workouts that trigger maximum hypertrophy either. In this case, what you can focus on instead is progressions. This means progressing from a relatively easy exercise all the way up to a much harder one. You can use full body for this, and you might start with a basic workout that lets you hit each body part a few times. So press-ups 3 times to failure, pull-ups 3 times to failure, plank for a minute, sit-ups 3 times to failure, decline press-ups 3 times to failure, tuck jumps 3 times for 1 minute, bodyweight squats 3 repeats of 20, calf rises 3 repeats of 20, and perform this 3 times a week. Then, once you start being able to do these lots of times, you can begin to increase the challenge. Instead of doing press-ups, you may start doing clapping press-ups or rocking press-ups. You'll find descriptions of these later. Likewise, you might try to progress from decline press-ups to handstand push-ups with your feet against the wall. Maybe you move from plank to faux planche. Then you perform this next step up until you can do all of these things very easily. And from there, you make the next step up to something even harder. Now you might do planche, you might do regular handstand push-ups, and you might start doing clapping press-ups behind your back. Finally, you can also use bodyweight training as the perfect tool for improving your overall health. In this case, you can keep your workouts fairly easy. Stick with full body routines, but don't worry so much about the progression. Instead, make it a part of your routine and at the same time, try to build in some light stretching and perhaps even some quiet meditation. For overall health, what's really important is just that you move and that you actually use your body. Many of us aren't capable of performing a full squat movement with our heels flat on the floor, and this is indicative of severe flexibility issues. Try getting around that problem by performing bodyweight squats and going all the way to the ground. Likewise, try to add in some cardio moves like tuck jumps to get the heart beating. Go at your own pace. At this point, you've learned how many of these moves are affecting your body. So, all that's left to do is to find the goals you want to shoot for and to gently introduce the right training into your routine.